University of Florida's MBA Class of 2011 Spring Commencement Ceremony. I'd like to open today's ceremony by introducing the faculty and staff that join me on stage this afternoon. Dr. Gary McGill, Associate Dean and PricewaterhouseCoopers Professor of Accounting. Professor of Business Administration. Dr. Rich Lutz, JCPenney Professor of Marketing. Greg Petrus, Director of Graduate Businesses, Career Services. Kara Capoli, Director of Student Services, Traditional MBA Programs. Associate Director, UFMBA Programs. Michelle Elmer, Director of Admissions, Traditional MBA Programs. Today we are celebrating the individual and collective accomplishments of our 93 MBA graduates. Collectively, our graduates have compiled an impressive body of work, completing thousands of MBA courses, teaming together to deliver hundreds of projects and presentations, and spending more hours than we could possibly count forging meaningful relationships with one another, both inside and maybe one or two outside of the classroom. Yes, unfortunately, we have seen your Facebook pictures. But when you crunch all of these numbers together, the answer to the UFMBA equation is one. One degree, one experience, one vision, one family. Speaking of families, it's so wonderful to see so many of our graduates' loved ones here today. While today's celebration rightfully is centered on our MBA graduates, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate and thank each one of the guests in our audience. We have well over 300 guests here with us today to help us celebrate the accomplishment of their loved one. Spouses, children, significant others, parents, family, and friends. In many ways, each of you have also participated in this MBA experience through your love, support, and encouragement. Therefore, I'd like to ask the graduates to thank those special people in the audience, as well as those who could not be here with us this afternoon, who have helped you every step of the way to achieve this goal of earning your MBA from the University of Florida. And to our guests in the audience, today we give you back your mommy or your daddy, your husband or your wife, your significant or maybe your insignificant other. We hope that hasn't changed over the past 2 years. And as a formal public service announcement to all those who happen to live with one of these distinguished members of our graduating class, the University of Florida MBA program can no longer be held responsible for overflowing laundry baskets, uncut lawns, piles of dirty dishes, or any other honey-do list items that have been hopelessly neglected over the past few years. Today's ceremony serves as a celebration of an incredible achievement for our graduates, a strengthening of an MBA program, and a commitment that we make to one another. Henry David Thoreau once said, "Things do not change, we change." And it's amazing to think about just how spot on those words are today. While it's true that nearly every facet of our global marketplace and the world economies look quite different than they did just a few years ago, not to mention 150 years ago when the quote was first penned, these incredible changes are always born from the innovative and courageous thoughts and actions of talented people. And we are confident that through the completion of this UFMBA experience, our graduates are poised to deliver inspirational change to a world that needs their energy, enthusiasm, and passion, perhaps now more than ever before. This change is not a product of that tremendous intellectual capital that they acquired during their time here, but also a reflection of what they've learned from one another, and how that has changed their perspective, their ideals, and their motivation that defines what they believe is possible moving forward. This change is also not derived simply from the 3 letters, MBA, that will appear on your resume, or a diploma you may choose to hang on your wall. These are merely external markers that signify the responsibility that each of you have to use your talents, not only to advance your individual careers, but to advance industry and society through these talents. And we are confident that you are ready to embrace this responsibility, and we will be fortunate to have you do so as distinguished members of the University of Florida MBA family. In this way, our commencement ceremony also serves as a formal acknowledgement of the strengthening of the University of Florida's MBA brand. As current and future leaders of business, industry, and community, you'll define to the world what it means to be a graduate of the University of Florida's MBA program. Every accomplishment, promotion, recognition, and award that you receive will be celebrated by your University of Florida MBA family. And our firm commitment to you as graduates of this program is that we will continue to seek out the very best students, pair them with some of the world's most accomplished and dedicated faculty, and create, produce, and most importantly, protect a first-rate MBA experience. And in honoring this commitment, we hope that we will continue to yield exceptional alumni, as we have this afternoon, and an elite brand reputation for the University of Florida MBA program, a reputation we both share and cherish. Producing an outstanding MBA program experience is a complicated venture, and many components and variables must be executed well to deliver a premium result. But in many ways, this sophisticated strategy can be boiled down to a simple, yet critical equation, pairing outstanding students who are capable and eager to learn and truly want to be part of this experience with outstanding faculty who are capable and eager to teach and truly want to share their expertise with the students they have in their classroom. This creates an environment where both students and faculty share some pretty high expectations of what is possible in this learning incubator, and they work in tandem to produce an environment that can only be delivered with a fully vested commitment from one another. And we're fortunate to have this commitment and this environment here within the University of Florida MBA program, an environment that is delivered to us by both our graduates and our faculty. And so while this afternoon's ceremony rightfully celebrates the accomplishments of each one of our graduates, we will honor a select few students for their outstanding leadership and academic excellence. And in the same way, while we celebrate and thank our entire faculty for being the driving force behind the strength of our